Hello, my name is Star. I'm your friendly neighborhood go-go dancer, and today I am cutting off all of my hair. Why I'm doing this? I have a few reasons. One, which is probably the most important reason for this, is I have had trichotillomania for a long time. For anyone who doesn't know, trichotillomania is basically just hair pulling. It's just a fancy word for hair pulling. 5th grade is when it first started showing, and then probably around 7th grade is when it really started being a prominent thing in my life. So the big thing that people do to combat trichotillomania is to shave their head. I am not going to be shaving my head. I am going to get a very short pixie cut, which will be hopefully short enough to the point where I can't pull anything out. The reason why people shave their heads is to let their scalp heal. They can't pull out the hair because the hair is too short, and that is kind of my goal with cutting my hair super short. Reason number 2, as a dancer, I tend to use my hair as a crutch. I feel like, shaking your head around and like doing with like your hair going everywhere is like a very eye-catching move that I just rely on really heavily. And I kind of want to challenge myself and get away from that. Reason number 3, I love the book series The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I love the character Elizabeth in those books, or the movies, if you've ever seen the movies or read the books. I've always pictured her in the books and how they describe her in the books, as having very short, very dark black hair, and I really love that look, and I've wanted to try that look ever since I've really read the books. I'm nervous about not looking feminine anymore with my hair. I identify as a woman. I like to present myself as feminine. Sometimes I present myself like more masculine. That's mainly because of other lines of work that I work in, where I work mostly with men, and I don't like wearing makeup at my other jobs because it just tends to get in the way. I pull my hair back because it gets in the way. I am looking forward to not having my hair get in the way so much. A couple of days ago, I had this realization that I kind of shifted my mind frame of having less trepidation about not looking feminine and feeling like I get to look more androgynous. I feel like in today's world, androgynous fashion has become really pushed into the mainstream, and I really want to try that fashion. I think it looks really cool. If I find that the pixie haircut isn't me, if I don't like it, it's just hair. It'll grow back. I'll be going to a hair salon that is just down the street. A friend of mine goes to a different salon of theirs, but he highly recommends his hairstylist. I trust that I will find a good hairstylist at this salon branch. This is probably as long as my hair has ever been. This is like on the longest side. I've never tried to grow it longer than this. I have had it this long in the past. All of this, as of in a few hours, will be gone. It's currently about almost 12:45. I have a friend that I'm going to be picking up when she's done with work at around 3, and she's going to be coming along with me for moral support. Say hi, Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Haley is my moral support friend. So we went to Fox Den Salon in Minneapolis, and my hairstylist was there. She was really friendly, really helpful. So I told her straight up that I just want to chop all of my hair off. And she was like, okay, cool, let's figure something out. So we looked at some example pictures. After kind of deciding on a direction of where to go with my hair, she asked me if I wanted to cut it myself. So I figured, you know what the heck, why not do it So she showed me how her clippers work, and I just took one of the ponytails and just buzzed it right off.
On this episode of Mickey Doesn't Shop.
I did the chop. So after buzzing everything, all the major length off, she gave me a quick wash, condition, and then she started actually shaping everything. So she sectioned off one part of my head and said, I'm gonna start at this level, and we'll see where we want to go from. And I ended up really liking that length, and so I was just like, you know what, let's just keep it there, and we'll keep going.
I can't believe I'm being artsy about this, I'm sorry.
Don't even be. Just if you put it on Instagram, please tag me.
So, she went around the rest of my head, buzzed everything off on the bottom.
You have photo evidence that it's you too.
And then we started taking stuff off the top. Da-na-na-na! Final reveal! This is my hair at the very end of everything. And here's just me admiring it, pushing it around a bit, and yeah, take a good look at it, because it's gonna be here for a while. Hello, kids! So, it's the next day. I have been sitting with this hair for almost 24 hours now. It's been really weird going through these 24 hours, but so far I really like it. It's just so different, and I feel like everything about me now looks different. Even this morning when I was getting dressed, I felt like putting on this outfit was more like fashion statement. I feel like now that all my clothes will feel like definitive fashion statements. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just like really excited about having this hair. Here's the different hairstyles that I've discovered that I can do with it. I call this the Pete Wentz or the Troy Bolton. I call this the Can I Speak to the Manager. I call this the E-Boy. I could do a video of I transform into an E-Boy. I might just do it on my own no matter what. Maybe I'm not excited about my hair and I'm just caffeinated. Some of the weird, unexpected things with this hairstyle. So I've only ever had my hair like off my neck or off my shoulders and back when it's tied up in a ponytail or in a bun. So because my hair is never on my neck or my back, I constantly just feel like my hair is like pulled and tied up, and anybody who has long hair and knows that feeling of your hair being pulled up, like that's how my head like feels right now. Like it just feels like it's pulled up into a ponytail right now, even though it's not. It's a very weird sensation. I never realized until after I got this haircut how long I've wanted to do something like this to my hair. Like I've never done something like this to my hair. I've only ever, like I said before, I've only ever done like a bob. This just feels so different compared to every other drastic hairstyle change that I've done. Cutting my hair short like this was one of my New Year's resolutions or just New Year goals of mine. It does take a lot of thought and time and building up like a sense of self, building up a sense of confidence in order for me personally to do a change like this. And I feel like I crossed some sort of finish line. This is like really weird and cheesy and like I'm making it a lot bigger of a deal than it is. Yeah, nobody talks about what happens after you cross the finish line. And I feel like I'm in that unknown state of like where things are gonna go now. But I'm just happy that I did this in the first place. I feel like I can now check that off of things that I wanted to do this year or just do in my life in general. I hope you liked joining me on this crazy little journey of mine. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will see you next time where you'll see more of my friend Haley around here. All right, bye. I feel like with this hair, I look so much more like a K-pop star, but not like the girl K-pop groups, the boy K-pop groups, which, like, those boys are hot.